I will be presenting the Huawei storage solutions for the 5G era. Huawei began its storage efforts in 2005, 15 years ago. Today, there are over 3,600 engineers working in Huawei storage. They work in 12 R&D centers located throughout the world. They have produced over 800 storage-related patents. Their success is evident in the success of their product in the marketplace. Huawei is #1 in China for external controller-based storage. Huawei is also the fastest-growing solid-state storage vendor in the world, growing at nearly 50% year over year, as evidenced in the Q3 2019 data. But there are new challenges that lie ahead. For Huawei and our customers, we are entering an era of explosive data growth. We call this the 5G era. Customers that are engaged in autonomous driving applications are already experiencing 64 terabytes every day being generated in training data. Customers involved in digitizing their factory operations are seeing 1 petabyte per day in data. Customers who are implementing smart cities are even experiencing higher volumes of data. The city of Shenzhen, for example, has 2 million cameras, and they are receiving 80 petabytes per day from those cameras. Enterprise IT used to talk about terabytes, but now the conversations are only about petabytes. But even with all of this massive data growth, less than 2% of our data is actually stored, and less than 10% of the data can actually be utilized to bring us value. These are things that will have to be dealt with in the new era, and Huawei has an answer. When we look at data in the data center, there are 3 different kinds. First, there is production. Production depends on performance. If there isn't performance, you can't satisfy the workload that your business needs. But this workload is not constant. There are often unexpected surges that your data center must accommodate. Beyond that, this is data that must always be available. These are mission-critical operations, and downtime can mean millions of cost or billions of dollars of cost for your data center and for your business. So it's absolutely critical that these systems remain fully functional and available. There is also in the data center another type of data, and we call this big data and video. This is where the data volume is growing faster than the technology is growing. The storage systems are growing at a fairly fixed rate, but the volume of data is increasing astronomically. Not only are we increasing the volume of this data, but we are required to retain it for longer periods of time. Customers that used to store data for 3 months now are expected to store it for 12. And that is fairly short compared to other customers who want to store it for up to 7 years. That's a massive amount of data to leave lying around. And of course, they want to be able to extract the value of that data. So it is not only the volume of the data, but also they require a high degree of bandwidth. A third type of data that is evident in the data center is the edge. The edge is new to many customers, but the edge is going to become a big part of our lives going forward. New applications are appearing at the edge every day. IDC has indicated that by 2025, 75% of all the data generated will be at the edge. This is a big change for data centers. And again, Huawei has a solution. Huawei has invented the one storage, one lake architecture that redefines the data infrastructure. This architecture begins with a converged storage solution. This converged storage solution has one copy of the data. Instead of having multiple copies of the data, it makes the decisions as to what is necessary for performance and replication to meet your business SLAs. So data storage is provisioned according to those SLAs and automatically allocated to the resources based on the demands on that data. In this way, average resource utilization rates can increase from where they are today at less than 40% to more than 70%, and that will result in a savings of more than 30% of TCO. This architecture, the one storage, one lake, is also intelligent. Through automation, it is able to perform lifecycle management and also intelligently manage the data in the intelligent data management system that handles the planning, allocation, maintaining, and optimization of storage resources. Being fully automated, it's able to improve management efficiency by up to 5 times. This architecture is also open. It uses an open data engine, so we can realize the one directory, one interface, and one piece of data vision. Only through open architectures can the customer get the true efficiency that he wants out of his management environment. With this system, data analysis time and time to market can be reduced. In fact, customers have found that by using open APIs, they're able to reduce their time to market of their applications by 80%. So there are several key components to this architecture, and today I'm going to look at 4 of them. First, OceanStor Dorado v6. Second, OceanStor Distributed Storage. Third, Fusion Cube. And fourth, DMS Intelligent Data Management. So first, the OceanStor Dorado. OceanStor Dorado v6 builds on the successful legacy of OceanStor Dorado v3. In the 5G era, there will be massive amounts of data. But in the customer's data center, production data also needs performance. The performance of the systems must keep up with the customer demands. For example, in the carrier industry, their billing systems will increase from about 120 million transactions per million users to about 750 million transactions per million users in the 5G era. This billing frequency is about a 6.5 times increase. This requires faster systems to respond to this workload. In addition, this billing service cannot go down. This requires 24/7 operation and an ultimate reliability in the storage infrastructure. Huawei's OceanStor Dorado v6 is able to deliver 20 million IOPS with 0.1 milliseconds of latency. This is only possible through Huawei's exclusive FlashLink performance acceleration technology. Using their own self-developed CPUs, AI chips, and SSD controllers, Huawei is able to deliver performance that makes the Dorado v6 the fastest all-flash array available in the world. In addition to performance, the Dorado v6 also has the highest availability of any all-flash array in the market. The Dorado can actually withstand 7 out of 8 failures of their controllers. In other words, if you lose 7 controllers in an OceanStor Dorado v6, you can still keep your business running. You still have access to your data. This is extremely important for mission-critical applications. Customers who have experienced the OceanStor Dorado v6 have shown that their billing time has decreased from 10 hours to 3 hours, achieving a 70% reduction in runtime. A second very successful product in Huawei's portfolio is the OceanStor Distributed Storage. This year, Huawei will be launching a new Pacific High Density Capacity node. This ultra-high density system can store almost twice as much data as in previous installations. The high capacity node will house 120 disks in a 5U space. This is industry leading. A unique butterfly wing design enables the disk enclosure to be withdrawn from both the front and the back side of the system. This greatly increases the capacity of insertable disks. This, in conjunction with the large capacity disks, is what will deliver that doubling of capacity. EC technology available only from Huawei achieves the industry's highest data utilization rates, 91%. This would be compared to like 3-copy, where you only get 33% efficiency, or in certain RAID technologies, 67% of utilization of your raw capacity. Huawei also has a unique AI fabric technology. Huawei is the first company to embed AI within the switch. Huawei has iLossless, which is an intelligent lossless exchange algorithm which achieves a true zero packet loss network. And it also provides microsecond level end-to-end latency. This completely breaks the bottleneck of massive data transfers between nodes in a distributed storage system. This alone provides 15% of the Ocean Store distributed storage's performance. Huawei's intelligent coding technology achieves a reduction in power. For instance, disk hibernation and intelligent fan speed regulation decreases the overall energy consumption by 50%. A third product that we can talk about in the Huawei portfolio is Fusion Cube. Fusion Cube 1000 and Fusion Cube 2000 are already very successful products at the edge. This year, Huawei will be introducing Fusion Cube 500. 75% of the data coming from the edge is staggering, and Huawei has created these solutions specifically to address these edge requirements. These scenarios include IoT, smart cities, smart campus, remote office and back office applications, manufacturing, mine safety, healthcare, transportation, carriers, and much more. These systems provide all of the needs that you have at the edge, including compute, based on the Kunpeng ARM CPU and Huawei's AI engine, a storage system, network, firewall, and UPS, all contained within one system. The Fusion Cube 500 is small enough to be a tower unit that sits on your desk. It also can be deployed as a 5U rack mount engine. One of the most staggering features and game-changing features of the Fusion Cube 500 is that it is available in a non-data center environment capable appliance. It does not require data center level ASHRAE specs, which makes it entirely suitable for the back office and for the edge. And of course, it has to have management that unifies with the rest of your data center. In the management area, Huawei has a strategy and a solution called DMS. DMS concentrates on reducing OpEx by using AI to automate storage management. The rest of the wonderful technology and speed and reliability are not very important if you can't manage it. And so it's very important that we're able to manage our systems going into the future. Unfortunately, the methods that we use today will no longer work in the future. There just isn't enough people to hire to maintain a 5x growth in data center storage. Something has to change, and that change is intelligence. We will be deploying AI through an engine we call DME. DME will automate the tasks that will reduce planning, deployment, O&M, and will optimize storage assets to ensure that you're getting the maximum value out of your investment. DME will result in about a 20% reduction in initial investment by finding resources in your data center that can be used more efficiently. It will improve deployment, provisioning by 10x because all of those services can be automated. It will provide a 60% improvement in fault rectification by identifying faults proactively and also reducing debug time to seconds. It will be able to increase your resource utilization by 80%. Again, by being able to locate the resources that are being underutilized, but also finding extra copies of the data that can be reduced. DME is a game changer in the data center management ecosystem. So let's look at some use cases. A bank had a problem. Their utilization rates on their CPUs was up to 93%. A lot of operations were not completing in real time. They deployed the Ocean Store Dorado in their data center and realized a 2x improvement in system performance. No longer did they have a fear of the peak pressure and the bursts in trading activity, because the Ocean Store Dorado is able to deliver a consistent 0.1 milliseconds of response time. And of course, being able to stay operational 24/7 is of paramount importance if this is what your business depends on. And for the bank, their core banking business was their business. And the bank has the trust of Huawei to deliver on this solution. Another use case is a big data scenario. A customer came to Huawei with a big data situation. They needed to save cost and expand their big data solution. Huawei solved the problem by separating the storage from the compute. They were able to reduce what was 15 cabinets down to 8. That resulted in a TCO savings of just 40% alone. That doesn't even take into account the performance improvements that they have from this change. A third use case is one of great importance. Mission critical systems is one thing, but when it comes to worker safety, it's quite another. A customer has a mine where the workers are working 1 kilometer below ground, down a roadway that is 20 kilometers away. In the mine, they have more than 200 cameras and over 2,000 sensors. These cameras and sensors must be evaluated in real time to look for faults, problems, and situations that develop that impact customer safety. Huawei was able to deliver an edge solution that is able to accomplish this task in real time and keep the workers safe. Huawei recognizes that through technology openness, we all win. Open source is the way of the future. Huawei has completely embraced open source and open APIs so that customers can work with the systems in a very free manner. Additionally, Huawei has embraced partners in the industry. Through cooperation with other businesses, we're able to satisfy customer needs. Huawei also works with standards organizations and alliances to make sure that we're all on the same page when it comes to the technologies that we develop. By using these three strategies, Huawei engages in shared success for us, our partners, and our customers. And we have a true win-win for the industry in building a data infrastructure. And this data infrastructure is the one storage, one lake architecture that Huawei has developed to solve the problems in the 5G era. Thank you.